Okay, today I'm over on Jekyll Island in Millionaires Village. What you see before me today is the Jakota ruins. These are the ruins from a house that was here back in the early 1900s. The Jakota was originally built by David King Jr. He was the original owner of Jakota. He built it and it was finished in December of 1897. And this is what the Jakota cottage looked like. You can see, if you can look real closely, I'll zoom in. You can see the white lion statues right there. See them right there? And there's another one in that planter right there. And here's the view of the Jakota cottage from another angle. See how large it was? Here's another angle of the front of the Jakota cottage. This is another picture of the Jakota cottage with the lion in front of it. This was one of the first pools built in Georgia, and definitely the first on Jekyll Island. And everybody came to swim in this pool. I'm sure back then it was a lot deeper. They just put it like this so it wouldn't be so deep. But you could tell this was actually on the outside of the house. The house wrapped around this pool. So this pool was outside and the house was around this pool. This is what the swimming pool looked like at the Jakota, probably during the day when they used it. And this is the way it looked before they bricked it in, the way it looks today. But today you go in and it's just probably about a foot deep. David King was instrumental in the Statue of Liberty project, which was completed October 28, 1886. He also was involved with the construction of Madison Square Garden and the Washington Arches in 1889. David King was also instrumental in building the annex and also the Sans Souci Sea. In 1898, a hurricane came through and damaged the Jakota a great bit. Had leaking roofs, the pool leaked, a lot of damage and everything. So, and leaking to the cellar as well. There was a cellar here as well, as you can see over that way. David King just stopped coming to Jekyll Island for a while in 1899 after his wife's death. Was obviously distraught about his wife's death and also the hurricane damage. He just let the Jakota stay for a while and then fixed it up just to sell it. Edwin Gould also comes from a famous wealthy family. Bought the Jakota cottage in 1900. He named this Jakota cottage after a Creek Indian chief. But before that, the cottage was named the King Cottage because most people named their cottages after them. What was unique about this cottage, it was only a one-story cottage on Jekyll Island. Most of the cottages are two stories with a basement, or 2 stories with a attic. The Gould family, in despair, lost interest in the Jakota ruins and just let it sit in disrepair for a very long time. And there is 2 lines that are still here today that were on each side of the entrance of the door. January 5th, 1941, the Jakota ruins were demolished because they got such bad disrepair they had to tear it down. And the house was back here as well. And you can see where this raised back here is higher up and went on this side as well. And here's a look from this side out. But back here is where the other part of the house was. And you see ruins back here they uncovered recently. And they built a little area right there, got a wall to the house here. And you see the Tabby Foundation. And this is some of the rooms they had. You see some of the ruins from that. You got a well. More Tabby. You can see where it's raised up, how high this part of the house was compared to the rest of it. Okay, this is pretty awesome here. This is the other view of the room from this way. And I was told this was the entrance to the cellar right here that went down, because all these cottages had underground storage. Yeah, this is probably where a fireplace was in Jakota ruins right here on the side. Yeah, this is the part of the Jakota ruins too in the back. One of the cottages out here the Gould family had. And they basically, when it burned down, they just never came back. They had a tragedy in their family. But they put a little sitting area out here where you could come out here and check it out and sit and reflect and see some of the original brick. Got this wall. You can see some of the ruins here. This is newer here, this part right here. Well, not newer, but And they got this part over here on this side. But look at the elevation of this. You can see some of it right there. Right behind this bush. See that? Right there. See some of the tabby foundation like they used to use back then, mixed with brick for the fireplace. And it goes, you can tell it's just different layers. This was raised off the ground probably because of flooding. And we can see how high it is over here as well. See the tabby through the vines right there. Really awesome. Try and check out this new thing they did.